Good evening,
Hello.
good evening. Hello, everyone. That's okay. Happy Wednesday, everyone. I see lots of people joining in. We've got our friend Tiffany with us. And this is a very special edition of our What's New Wednesday because Tiffany has something very special, very new to be sharing with us tonight. And I think you guys are going to love it. Just when you thought you had every Totally Tiffany bag in your craft room, and I know I do if you can see behind me here, she comes up with something new. So I am just going to kick things over to Tiffany and let her take it away. Welcome, Tiffany. And thank you so much for joining us tonight.
I am so excited to be here. I love doing a new product launch. And I kind of sneaked this out to my Tuesday tribe so they would know that this was launching with you tonight. I'm really excited about it. These are our brand new toolboxes. So before I get too into it, I guess you guys all already know Susie's watching the feed. So if you have questions, if you can type a bunch of question marks or the word question in all caps, she'll try to feed me your questions as they come up today. So welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Oh, I'm so excited. I love these. Okay, so what are they? They are 3 different sizes. These are our brand new tool boxes. And they come in a 5x7, a 9x4, and a 9x6 size. All of them are available tonight with this launch. And there's some special bundles going on with them as well. So we'll get some more details on that in just a minute, but let me just tell you all kind of the basic things about them first, and then we'll talk about them individually. All of them they're designed to hold a little bit more weight than, say, like a buddy bag, right? So they've got the white plastic interior box. It's a little bit heavier weight. They have double zippers, all of them unzip, both, all the way around, double zipper on that. They all have a handle on the top with a reinforced strap. So even if it gets heavy in there, that strap isn't going to pull out of the vinyl. They've got a handle on the side. So if you've got it on your shelf, the way I do, it's easy to pull off the shelf. And they have a great big label pocket in the side. Now I have to tell you, I love everything about these little bags, but that great big label is so, I don't know, I'm, not like most of us, right? You have to wear glasses to see anything today. And so that big label on everything means I don't have to have my glasses on because I can write big what's in each one of those. So 5x7, 9x4, and 9x6, excuse me, none of them are very interesting empty. So let's just start with, sorry, I have a little thing in my throat. I'm going to start down here with the thing that I think you are absolutely going to love about these, and that is it will make your 9x6 die pockets safely portable, right? So if you're using our 9x6 die pockets and you think, oh, I'd really like to be able to zip them into something to take them with me, this is the perfect tool for that. So with the bundle that you can buy today, you are going to get 3 sets of pockets. And I know the very first question somebody's probably going to throw Susie's way is, well, how many pockets can I actually put in there? And it just depends on how fat they are, right? So I've got in these pockets like red rubber stamps, and those are significantly thicker than dies on a magnetic sheet. We also have the magnetic sheets available for you as well today. So if you're looking to store your, well, that's just, this has, so 2 sets of polymer stamps in there, but we've got, you can put the die magnet in and put your dies and stamps together. Those big oversized dies fit in here just beautifully. And that's on that 8x5 magnet. So it's a perfect way to sort, store, organize, and travel with dies and stamps. And even if you have these great big embossing folders, these can be a little bit challenging to store, right? Because they're big and oversized. And those are going to fit in the 9x6 perfectly as well. You're going to totally love these. They're so useful, so easy to work with. When you add the pockets and magnets, they become really, really great place to store dies and stamps, but also they're great for setting up small projects. So especially those of you who are card makers who maybe have lots of bits and pieces pre-cut, kind of individual card kits ready to put together. This is a great way to sort those card kits and have those little packets of projects together and ready to go. So dies and stamps, ideal. I'll show you this in all 3 sizes with the different pockets, but they're great for that, for dies and stamps. They are awesome for tools, though, because as the name suggests, that is what we designed them for, to hold all of those. You want to go to overhead, Susie, and I'll unload my tool bag here. So you can see, here we go in the overhead. I'm not used to using the overhead, so I'm all these different heat tools all in this one bag. I've even got my glue sticks in there, right? So easy to load in, easy to load out, and kind of all your basic tools, right? So hot glue gun, heat tool, fuse tool, they're all in there. Even the glue sticks are in there. And then you're going to travel with it. You're just going to zip it closed and out the door you go. So super easy. We'll go back to the top to handle all of those types of tools as well. So one of the things about when I say travel, I know those of you who have been around Totally Tiffany forever, you've heard this a bazillion times. When I say travel, I'm not talking about, well, you might be getting on an airplane with your stuff and packing it up in your suitcase. Some of us travel on a plane. Some of us travel in a car, but some of us travel across town. Some of us travel, though, from our craft room or craft closet to the dining room, or from our craft room out to the TV room so that we can craft while we watch TV with our family. So a lot of the Totally Tiffany products, and these are no exception, are designed so you can easily move around, whether it's 15 feet from the closet to your work table, or you're getting on a plane and flying around the world with easy access to all of your crafting supplies. So this one is also loaded with tools. This is my multi-cinch. So this tool, be easier to unzip it if I can see what I'm doing this way. So this tool, for any of you who have it, you already know this, it's very heavy. Each one of these cartridges probably weighs, I don't know, a pound. And there are 7 of them because there's one in the tool itself. So all of those things, another sort of key mantra to the Totally Tiffany brand, keep things together you use together whenever possible. All of those things fit in here with no problem, right? This tool's so new. I've only got to play with 3 of the cartridges. I still have 4 new ones to play with. But so even when you're looking at a tool that's heavy like this, you don't have to worry about the bag being able to stand up to the weight of those tools or supplies. That's really what we designed it for, to be able to hold all of those things, keep them together, the things together that you use together. So you're going to love it. As you're thinking about the tools in your craft rooms, you're deciding, okay, which ones of these do I need? Think about those things, those kind of heavier things that, well, or even, like I have a button press. Button press has a bazillion things that go with it, right? So maybe containing all of the button blanks, and you can make keychains and all that kind of stuff, all those things together as well. And then, of course, this is all just handled punches and cutters or trimmers, a corner rounder. This is kind of all my basic sort of, things that I'm using all the time, but they fit great in here. I've got some knives in there as well. This is my favorite hole puncher, right? So all the things that you use all the time, really easy to see, easy to get into. And again, it's got that base, so it's going to stand up on your workspace. So I can just open this up, stand it up on my workspace, and that's whether it's filled with these kind of tools or dies and stamps, and have access to it. So I don't have to dump everything out to get to it, right? I can just sort of reach in there and grab exactly what I need and use it as I see Susie jotting down question notes over there. So interrupt me whenever you're ready, Suze.
Just a couple. Somebody is asking, what comes with the bundle?
What comes with the bundle? You get the bag, whichever bag you choose, and then you get 3 sets of pockets. And I think I might have spiderwebbed out on that, right? I was going to answer more about the pockets, but so you're going to get 3 sets of pockets. There's 5 pockets in each set. So you're getting the bag and 15 pockets. So we saw the 9x6 pockets. We'll talk a little bit about the 9x4 now. This is the perfect size for slim line. And when I say slim line, I'm not just talking about dies and stamps. I'm also talking about stencils, paper pads, pre-cut projects, envelopes. All of those things are going to fit perfectly in the 9x4. Again, using those 9x4 pockets and the 9x4 magnets, right? So you've got like this multi-piece die here in the slim line. This slim line pocket is loaded. It's got 2 sets of stamps, a set of dies, a magnet, and 5 stencils in there. So you really can bulk them up to hold everything that belongs together in that collection. One other thing that this is really great for, if you have the old Cricut cartridges, booklets, and overlays, and they are taking up a ton of space on your shelf, you will be able to get somewhere between 5 and 9. Actually, I think it's more like 7 or 8. I only have 3 left, so I've got 3 in here, right? But so I was able to put the booklet, the overlay, and the cartridge all in one pocket. And if I get 6 or 8 of them in here, so this takes up less than half the space. That'll be 6, so probably closer to 8. Now, instead of having 8 boxes taking up all that space on my shelf, I can just zip them into one of the 9x4 bags with the 9x4 pockets. Again, get that big label on the end and be able to store them so they're nice and small and easy to access, right? Again, bringing them out, unzipping, and being able to get to that. It's even so much easier than just the boxes for access to those products. So the 9x4, awesome for slimline, but think about it if you've been thinking, oh, I need to reorganize or find a new way to store my classic Cricut stuff. Should I do that again? Okay. This is loaded with big stamps, right? So this is the 9x4 again, but it is designed to hold this kind of weight. So I bet, boy, this probably weighs 10 pounds. I should put it on the scale after the show and see. But it's so easy to store them in there. And again, unzip, flip back that lid, and then you've got access to all of those things. Super fast, super easy. Now, these are brand new, brand new. This week is launch week. We're launching them here in Canada. This is the first, this is it. So I'm excited for when you guys get these in your hands and you start telling me why you love them or what you love them for, because I come up with a lot of ideas, but I know you guys come up with even so many more ideas. I can't wait to hear. So big, heavy punches, no problem. Something we use no matter when we craft or where we craft. Adhesives, all different types of adhesives. I've got red liner tape. I've got photo corners and pop dots. I've got my small Xyron. I've got a multitude of liquid glues. So just a great way to store in the totally Tiffany thought. Keep things together you use together. This is a great way to have all of those options together, right? So whenever you're crafting, you're always using adhesive. This is a great way to, again, have all the ones that you're going to use right at your fingertips. Okay, so that's the 9x4 and the 9x6. So let's move on to the 5x7. And I'll start again with dies and stamps in that size. Now, the bundle that you're getting, again, is the bag, the toolbox, and then you're getting 3 sets of the tab divider pockets. Now, the 5x7 magnets, which I believe are also available on the website tonight, the 5x7 magnets fit in the 5x7 pockets. The 8x5 magnets is what we're using the 9x6 pockets. And the 9x4 magnets are the slimline pocket magnets. But again, you're going to be able to, with dies and stamps, you're going to be able to get at least 15, but closer to 25. So depending on how you're storing and what you're storing in them, if you're just storing a magnet and dies, you're going to easily get 25 pockets in one bag. So keep that in mind. Depending on how thick they are, that's going to dictate to you or decide for you how many pockets you can actually store in there. So dies and stamps, awesome. This is a new and really popular crafting project or crafting type of crafting resin. And I get asked all the time about holding resin molds. So these are all small molds. I have some longer and bigger molds in the other bags over here, but like the long words like family and thanks and those type of things. But what I wanted to show you with this is that you can use your pockets to hold these smaller molds, right? I always recommend, if the packaging is going to be helpful in some way, try to keep that with the product. So in this case, the picture on the packaging is telling me what is included in that mold. So I just put those into pockets. It's going to make it really easy. I've got 2 of them in here with both 2 pieces of the packaging. Again, I can totally see what they are based on the packaging. But what also worked really well for me, this is the actual package that the molds came in. And they came like this in the package. Well, I just used that packaging to create this really great file folder to hold my molds up nice and neat and straight. And again, the pictures are at the bottom, right? I was able to label or write at the top what they are, but all of these have the pictures at the bottom of what those molds look like. So I guess one of the reasons to watch a show like this, a product launch especially, is to really kind of get some tips and tricks about how to the highest and best use for these kind of products or for these kind of storage products. So those, keep your packaging whenever you think it's going to be beneficial to you. Try to keep it with the products. Now, also something I don't have in one of these bags, but in the 5x7, if I'm remembering correctly, the Gemini Mini, which I lent to my mother, so I don't have it here. The Gemini Mini fits in the 5x7 bag. So if you have the Gemini Mini and all the small plates, it fits perfectly in the 5x7. Am I lying about that? No, I'm pretty sure it's the 5x7 bag. So a great way to hold those small tools. And again, keeping the things together that you use together. But I guess where I spider webbed out from, I have the instructions for how to use it and how to use the plates and all that stuff tucked right in the bag as well. So keep that in mind for anything that requires instructions. It's a good place to keep things together you use together. You guys are going to be tired of hearing me say that tonight as we go through these products, right? Okay, so what else can we put in here? For those of you, yes.
Will the sidekick fit in there?
Will the sidekick fit in there? I don't have a sidekick. If it's the same size as the Gemini Mini, then it will. Or the diamond press. My little diamond press might be right here somewhere, though. Let me see if I have that.
Somebody else saying the Sizzix sidekick fits too.
Okay, see, the Sizzix sidekick. And this is the little diamond press machine. And oh my gosh, that would totally fit, right? With all the little easy peasy, right? And then you could easily store, if you had plates or if you wanted to put your embossing folders that fit in there, that type of thing, easy peasy. So your small, tiny die cutters. This is especially handy if you're traveling, right? Like when you go to a crop or something, especially if you're doing card making, easy to carry this little tiny guy with you. So that's a super easy way to carry it and move around with it safely, right? They take a fair amount of abuse because they've got that flexibility. So yeah, it's a great solution for those types of tools. So this is all fat quarters. I think we counted this up the other day, Susie and I, 24 fat quarters you can get in one 5x7 bag. And then someone asked me, could they fit and how many could fit in the 9x4. So let's just give it a whirl here and see if they will also fit in there. If you had, oh yeah, if you had many more, you could almost get, well, you could almost get another third in there. So probably 36 fat quarters in the 9x4. Or if you had a jelly roll that matched your fat quarters, or you have the little pre-cut, I think they're called charm packs. I don't quilt, so I don't really know all those little details. But yeah, jelly roll, charm pack, the little pre-cut things, really kind of maybe a great way to store project things together, sewing project type things. as well. So you're just going to love them. I mean, the versatility of them, the ease of access, the fact that you can flip the lid all the way back and get into them, the zipper closures, all of those things. You're really going to love them. And especially the pockets work awesome with them. So the pockets and the magnets, especially if you're looking for die and stamp storage together, or kind of pre-doing things. Ephemera is a question I get asked about all the time. So if you're using those pockets in whichever bag to store your ephemera, that might be a great way to do that as well and keep it all nice and neat and organized, tidy stuff. Okay, last but not least, here in my demo shelf, these are those big bottles of paint and big tubes of paint, right? So they can be difficult to store as well. They're a little bit taller. They fit, if you have a small collection of them, in the 5x7. If you have a larger collection of them, so I think you can get 6 bottles in the 5x7, but I think you can get, if I remember correctly, 8 bottles, yep, into the 9x6. So depending on how many you have, what you're trying to store, 5x7. And again, the paint tubes, same thing, right? They're the same. They're a little taller than the bottles, but you can see how they will fit in there as well. So great for paints as well. All kinds of fun things like that. So, and I'm happy to answer any questions if you have something. Oh, Susie has a question.
Could better press system fit in one of the bags?
No. The better press is a little bit too big, but it's something I'm working on for them. I don't know. Yeah, so I love Spellbinders. I love the people, the team at Spellbinders. I talked with them a couple of weeks ago, and so there could be something coming for that. It's a ways away, but we'll definitely share it with you when it's here. But no, none of them are quite big enough for the better press. Boo-hoo, boo-hoo. All right. Any more questions? Should I move on?
You're good.
Okay, so another super exciting thing. We have a brand new limited edition tote. This is the pink cheetah tote, right? So we normally don't do any kind of print or pattern, but since this is a limited edition, you're seeing it here. This is similar to a Lois tote, except it has a zipper top across the top. And then it's got a couple of pockets on the inside, but it's just a big, awesome tote for all kinds of crafting supplies. It's really easy to use and it works with everything. So even if you're taking your bags, or even if you have buddy bags, you're going to be able to stand them up in here, pull them in and out by the handle. That lid on top lets you secure everything inside of it. I know when I was I originally came from Washington. I'm in Arizona now, but that was a big thing. Like, can we get a lid on some of these bags because of the rain? So you are going to love, love, love the pink cheetah. If you are a pink girl, and you know I am, then this is a really fun bag to have. And again, it is a limited edition. So when they are gone, they're gone. But you are going to love, it's got our brand new easy to organize logo on it. So you're really going to love this bag. All right. Yes, Susie.
Jean is asking, how can I buy this in the U.S.?
The pink cheetah tote in the U.S., I might be speaking out of turn here, but I believe it will be at scrapbook.com, and perhaps Jenny or Kimberly is on board and they could post up if that is correct or not. If it's at scrapbook.com, you'll be able to get it. We'll definitely do some advertising and some information about it on the Totally Tiffany social media as well. So it will be available. I'm just not sure. It's so brand new.
They posted Papercrafters workshop tips to the U.S.
Oh, Papercrafters Workshop tips to the U.S. There you go. Problem solved. You can get it right here on Papercrafters Workshop. Okay. And then last but not least, I want to talk about the Cindy tote. So this is also a similar tote, similar size bag. It is also designed for big, easy access. It opens all the way up at the top so that if you are putting something in there like a 12 by 12 paper handler, 12 by 12 fab file, or your 12 by 12 paper handler, right? It's going to fit in there, no problem. This is also great for transporting your toolboxes or your buddy bags. So whether they're going in this way with the handle on the top, or you're going to put them in with the handle on the side so you can easily pull them in and out, you're going to love this for that kind of transport of things. Now, one question I get asked about the Cindy tote is, can I fill that with paper? Like, could I literally put 4 paper handlers in there? Yes, you can. Yes, it will sustain the weight. That is what it is designed for. However, you may need shoulder traction after you try to pick it up because that is a lot of paper. So keep in mind, the bag will handle the weight, but can your body? Will your shoulder handle the weight as well? Right? Some of you know I have a little rotator cuff issue, so those kind of things are tough for me. Okay, if you are using buddy bags were designed to go in here vertically as well, right? Well, one thing that happens when you get a tote like this is that everything tips over or bunches up, or you end up throwing things in, and so they're stacked in there instead of standing, which is one of my, I think, keys or rules for organization is get everything you possibly can vertical. So if you're going vertical, all you need to do to get this bag vertical is to add our slide stash and stores. They're 13 inches long. Which one am I going to put in there? They will all fit because they're all the same length, but I'm pulling up Big Bertha here. So if you want to keep your tote organized while you are at an event, and the big benefit to this is that you can then, once things are vertical, you can then set this tote on the floor next to you and pull things in and out of it. If I want this ribbon bag, I can pull it out. There's a hole where I pulled it out and drop that buddy bag back in, right? Or if I'm using it, maybe I'm doing something with Cricut and I've got rolls of vinyl, now all of those are organized and upright. If I put a different size in, I can put all my paper or my scrap masters in there as well. So you are going to love the Cindy tote for that kind of access, sitting next to you on the floor, easy access to whatever you've got in there. But please think vertically how to get those things vertical, right? So if you need containers inside your lowest tote to keep everything vertical, look at the 13-inch slide stash and store. It's a perfect solution. So besides having all this space on the inside, you've also got an interior pocket on this side, a clear interior pocket on this side. And it has a flap that goes over the top also that you can zip to create that lid on the top. When you get that, you're going to be like, that's weird. Why does the lid go all the way over to the side like that? And that is because when you aren't using it as a lid, it is a pocket that drops down into the inside of the tote. So you drop that pocket down on the inside of the tote. Now you've got a little bit more pocket storage in there, or you can pull it up and zip it closed, whatever you want to do with it. You're also going to find on the Cindy tote that she's got one big clear pocket on this side and one big fabric pocket on this side. So kind of the idea between that is, I love for you to be able to see everything, right? So clear on the side is easy to see. This side is just something that you might want to be a little bit more secure, not so flashy about. Maybe your car keys or something like that would be in there versus being in the clear side of the pocket. You're also going to notice on the Cindy tote, she's got this movable shoulder strap. Shoulder pad. So even though I said to you, if you load it up, it's going to be heavy, we have given you a padded shoulder so that all of our stuff does get heavy, right? Whether we wanted to or not. So that's great for the shoulder, the padded shoulder strap as well. So the Cindy tote, great tote for going to crops and classes and events and really thinking about sitting next to you on the floor and keeping your supplies vertical. So you've created sort of this extra workspace. We all know when we go to a crafting event, they never give us enough room. Well, I shouldn't say that. They try to give us as much room as they can, but we take up a lot of space on the crafting table. So the Cindy tote is an awesome way to organize and kind of create your own little space on the floor next to you. I mean, maybe you need one on both sides, probably, right? Like think about your paper and stuff on one side, and then your embellishments, your buddy bags, all your other work stuff on the other side. It's a perfect way to get organized. And again, you don't necessarily have to even be leaving your house. You might just have this loaded up sitting next to you on the couch while you're watching TV, crafting away while you're watching something in the TV room with your family. So really versatile in all of those different ways. So Cindy Tote, we've got for you today. We've got this super fun and very cute pink cheetah tote. And then the brand new launch, all three of the toolboxes. Now remember, there is a bonus with these where you are going to get 3 sets of pockets with each of the tool boxes. So there they are, my friends. Oh, Susie has a question.
What is the dimension of the Cindy tote?
The Cindy tote is 10 by 13 by, I think 12. I don't have my glasses on. So it's 13 long. It's 10 deep. And I think it's 12 high. It might be 13. It might be just under. Do you see my glasses? Oh, wait, I feel them. I feel them. I feel them in my pocket. I should have this memorized, right? This is like probably that I travel with this. Well, everyone, 12. It's 12 by 10 by 13, right? So perfect for 12 by 12 paper. You've got the length and the height, and then 10 inches of depth. So you really can transport a lot of things. The pink cheetah tote is going to be the same basic dimensions as the Cindy tote. So you're still going to have that 10 by 12 by 13 with the pink cheetah as well. Any other questions, my friends? Do you have any other questions about organizing other things in your craft stash? I'm happy to answer those as well while we're here tonight. So, or recap on anything that you might have questions about. And if not, I will just let you all just shop away.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Tiffany. We'll give people a few minutes in case they have a few questions, but give people a heads up. Tiffany's coming back to see us in just under 2 weeks. So on November 21st, on our Tuesday Night Learning Live, Tiffany, actually, no, my screen is backwards. Tiffany will be touring the Calyx and showing you all kinds of great storage solutions for your Calyx or cube storage in your craft room, which again, you can see, get the right, I've got them over here, I've got them over here, I've got them all in my craft room. So Darlene has a question.
Oh.
Any plans on having any other colors for the Cindy tote, like purple? Hint, hint.
Not at this moment. There really is nothing. You know, the colors kind of come and go based on, sometimes we'll bring out a special release for something, but in the foreseeable future, in the near future, I should say, I don't think there's any other colors coming out in Cindy. I will say one other thing about both the Cindy and the pink cheetah. They are awesome in your car as shopping totes, right? So I have one that's just folded up and it's stuffed into the pocket of the driver's seat in my car because it will stand up on its own. So if you have those little slippery shopping bags, it's easy to stand it up and throw a couple of those in there so things don't roll around. And then, of course, it's easier to carry them in the house. But the one thing I love this tote for is I love a good roasted chicken from Costco. And so it's easy to put it in this bag and then throw it over my shoulder so I don't burn my fingers or spill it or whatever, trying to carry it in the house or carry it home from Costco. So they're very versatile, both the pink cheetah and the Cindy tote. Oh, Susie has another question.
Will ATG fit in a toolbox?
Well, the ATG fit in a toolbox. Let's check it out. I happen to have an ATG. I think the 9x6 is probably going to be your best bet for the ATG, but it'd be a great place to store it along with. Okay, ready? Let's see what we've got. Oh yeah. You could store, let's see if we can zip it closed. You could easily store then your refills in there as well, right? So yeah, it's a little pokey at the top, but yeah, it'll easily fit in there. Maybe with a variety of other adhesives too, right? Sometimes we have the smaller tape runners and that type of thing, and all kind of go together. But yes, there it is, the ATG. My favorite pink color. Anything else, Suze? All right, ladies, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for letting me join you tonight to launch our brand new toolboxes. And I will be back in just a couple of weeks. We're going to talk all about getting organized in your cube storage. So mark your calendars for that. And I will see all of you for that Tuesday Learning Live. The 21st of November, I believe, is the actual date. So that'll be awesome.
That's correct.
I'm looking forward to it. Actually, I bought a new, just for that, I bought a new 2-cube calyx unit. And that was my excuse to get another one. But yeah, so it'll be really fun. I'm looking forward to that a bunch.
Well, we look forward to having you back, Tiffany. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm just going to do one last shot of our special deal. I'm going to just see if I can hide this. Oh, I did not put the date. So this special deal is good until the 15th.
Perfect.
That's a week. So come and grab while supplies last. Come and grab your deals. We do ship both across Canada and to the US. So all of our US friends that have been joining us tonight, please also feel free to go shopping. And thank you.
Thank you so much. I will see all of you in 2 weeks. Take care, everybody.
All right. Have a good night, everyone. We will see you soon.